Hello, 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 hello. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. I'm just turn this down in my headphones. And a happy Monday to you guys. Hopefully you're having a good start to the week. Last one for the year, so happy Christmas to you guys. Let me just get in first and wish you guys a happy new year when it comes round. Stay safe. And welcome to the live. On this one, we are doing a 20 question mock test as usual, but I've done the questions, which I'll explain as we go along. And I will be doing a hazard perception demo as well. I'm going to take these out because it's doing my head in. So hopefully you guys are well. Say hello in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns. Again, put it in the chat. As I said, it's the last one for the live, so let me just say hello to some of you guys. Let me go to this screen. Hello, Laura, always here. Welcome. Hopefully you have a good Christmas. Lily, welcome. Family's fine. Hopefully you are well. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your surname, but I've not seen you before, I don't believe, so welcome. Basketball lover, welcome. Hopefully you are well. Again, Didi, I've not seen you before, so welcome to you. Hello and welcome. OJD, hopefully I'm saying OJD. I'm bad with names, sorry to butcher your name. Sharon, welcome. Izzy, welcome. Class session, everyone, welcome. Leroy, welcome. Merry Christmas in advance. Yes, hopefully you guys have a good Christmas. Enjoy. Not too much studying if you've got a test just after. Welcome. Welcome, Della. Welcome. I am fine. Hopefully you guys are fine. Frank's nice to see you back. Welcome. Again, I am really good, to be honest. I've had a good morning, well, good day, to be honest. Had the driving test passed in Luton. One for a long time. I've been doing North London for quite a while. So she's had a good start to her Christmas, passing her driving test today. Welcome, Comfort. Welcome Lily. Merry Christmas to you. Yes, Comfort. That's a very good question. I'll be honest with you. There's quite a few quick passes, probably one of the biggest that I'm aware of. But it's not about which driving school I would recommend, is whether you can get a driving instructor. That's my advice to you. Obviously, read the reviews, but driving school doesn't matter. It's down to the individual you get, because you can have a decent driving school, but the driving instructor you get, you just don't connect. But my advice would be just try to get a driving instructor first and foremost. And if you connect, happy days. If you don't, then look for another one. That's my advice with that. Luxon, I've not seen your name before, but welcome to you. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Love that. Juliet, welcome. Merry Christmas to you. V, welcome. Right. So those of you that are new, so let me just read this. Have been able to get an instructor. My first lesson date is on Thursday. Well, hopefully you enjoy it. Just before Christmas as well. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy the lesson. And hopefully it goes well for you. Have you got any driving experience? Because that would determine on what you're going to be doing on your first lesson to a point. And whether it's going to be, let me know in the chat if you've got any driving experience, and if it's a 1 hour lesson or a 2 hour lesson. Marion, welcome. Good afternoon to, yes. Hope your family are well. Welcome, Chester. Welcome. Only one of a kind. Patricia, welcome. All right. So those of you that are new, Sorry, I'm getting caught up in your comments. Oh, well done to you. Passed your theory test, so congratulations to you. Let me know what your next steps are. You're now looking to book a driving instructor, or you're going to be looking to book a driving test. I managed to find a slot for 20th December. I was up at 5 a.m. and was checking throughout the morning, and that's how I got it. Right, 5 a.m. in the morning, today's Monday. I'm assuming you're talking about the driving test. So you tried the technique that I was talking about, the 6 o'clock start, trying to get the DVSA dates. That's well done to you on the 20th of December, which is what? 19th, 20 Wednesday. So I wish you luck with that, Sharon. Let me know what area you're taking your test in. Basketball lover, let me just try to make sense of this. Put this back up. If you've got any questions about anything, driving theory, put it in the chat, let me know. Let me answer it. If the motorway has speed limit control, e.g. 50 miles an hour, how can I know the control is already end? It seems no further signal for ending the speed limit control. Right. That answer will be a sign above the lanes or wherever it happens to be saying end. When you see a sign saying end on a motorway, it means end of whatever restriction that you saw it on. So in this case, it would be 50 miles an hour. So you see the sign saying end, it means end of 50 miles an hour. And normally they put the national speed limit sign back up so you know it's gone back to normality. But for the theory test, it's normally end. Hopefully that answers your question. I joined your class about 2 weeks ago, passed my theory test Wednesday 44. Congratulations to you after watching your video and using the 4-in-1 app. In terms of next step, I plan looking a test. Well done to you in terms of passing. Congratulations. So you are now looking to book a driving test. I'm assuming you've got driving experience if you're looking to book a driving test, or your instructors advised you that way. Guitar covers, like that. Got my test this Friday. Oh, just before Christmas as well. My pupils this week have got their test Friday morning, because obviously we're not going to be booking it for Christmas Eve for them. So yeah, you're along with my pupils booking it, taking it on Friday. So I wish you luck with that, Michael. Hopefully you get a pass. Good start to your Christmas. My guys have got theirs on 9 a.m. on Friday. No problem. Hopefully the advice helped you out. I thought my exam was Wednesday, but it's tomorrow instead. One less day to study. Della, if you've got any questions, put it in the chat. Let me answer it. And I wish you the best of luck for tomorrow. And hopefully you pass it. And like I said, it's a good start to your Christmas if you do. I'll test on the 10th of, I'm assuming that's 10th of January. Yeah, like I said, you can always take Christmas Eve, Christmas Day off, Boxing Day off, studying wise, and then get back to it afterwards. Need my help with the practical? In what way? Let me know what way you need my help. All right, keep your chat coming. I am now going to just do an overview of the theory test. You guys who are regular know how that works. Sorry to bore you if you do know how it works. For those of you that, For those of you that are new, I tend to do an overview of the theory test so you know fully how it works. I never assume you guys know how it works, because you'd be surprised how many people are turning up for a theory test and have no idea. They just think they turn up, do it, and they're going to pass it. It's not that straightforward. So it's multiple choice. 50 questions. Your 50 questions is made up of 14 categories, if you didn't know. Hence in my videos, I always say study the categories individually, understand the question, understand the answers. You have a better chance of passing. I will add the questions are sampled questions on the app. It makes no difference what app that you use. It's sampled question across the board. In the real test, the questions will be worded slightly different. The answers be worded slightly different, or you may get questions that you've never even seen before. So take that into consideration. Once you start the test, you have 57 minutes to get your 50 questions done. You need 43 out of 50 to pass it. Ideally, you want 46, 47, just in case you make a couple of mistakes along the way, but 43 is the minimum pass mark on that. Once you've done the 50 questions, you now move on to your hazard perception, which I will be doing a demonstration for those of you that are struggling with the hazard perception. It's 14 videos, 13 of them have single hazard, which means you can score a maximum of 5. One of them's got a double hazard, which is 2 5s. Ideally, you want to score 8 or 9 on your double, brings your average up, just in case you've got a couple of 2s, couple of 1s, that will keep your average above 3. As you need 3 across the board on average to pass the hazard perception. If your average is below 3, you are not passing it. There are no trick questions. The theory test is just written and worded badly. Some of the questions are open to interpretations. Again, I stress that's why you need to understand the question and understand exactly what they're asking you. And what the theory test looks for is a safe outcome. If it's got safety, safely, safe in the answer, you have to shortlist it as a possible. It doesn't always work, but you have to shortlist it as a possible answer. In real life driving, you have safety. There's also grey areas. You have to turn a grey area into safety situation for your driving test. But the theory test is black and white, it's safe or it isn't, and you're looking for the safe outcome. If it doesn't lead to a safe outcome, you're looking for a controlled outcome. Similar to the question the basketball lover asks about speed limit, how do you know it's end? That's a controlled outcome. It's got end. Controlled means you're going to be doing the speed limit legally. Controlled outcomes are normally motorway questions and first aid questions. And do not overthink it. Do not make the test about you. The test is not about you. It's a generic test, which is across the board. And what I mean by that, no matter what part of the country, Manchester, Birmingham, Nottingham, Glasgow, it's the same answer across the board. Once you make it personal, you're looking for an answer that relates to you, you're probably going to be picking a wrong answer. Once you overthink it, again, you're looking for a wrong answer. Once you put stuff in the questions, if they give you A, B, C information to deal with, don't start adding D, E, and F, because that's a different question, which means you're going to get a different answer. And that's the test in a nutshell. Let me just catch up with your comments. Daily inspiration. Oh, let me come out of that one and go back into this one, which is better. Daily inspiration. I wish you luck with that tomorrow. Again, if you've got any concerns about or questions you want me to tackle, explain, put it in the chat now, and I can sign that off for you. And hopefully you pass that and have a good Christmas with it. I'm having driving lessons now. Shall I need to have lessons at night so that I can practice driving at night? That's a good question. That's a personal thing, to be honest. Whether you have lessons at night. I know from when I used to do lessons at night, the nighttime drivers were likely to pass in the daytime. It's weird because their nighttime vision helps them finely tune what they need to be looking for in terms of hazard. But it's not compulsory. That's a personal thing. So if you are going to, I personally would do, honestly, I do my lessons in the daytime because your driving test in the daytime, and then start to think about doing nighttime lessons probably once you pass your driving test. But if you can only do driving lessons, for example, after work at this time of year, it's going to be in the night. That's just the way it is. But it's not compulsory to do your lessons at night. I have passed my theory test. Just want to ask, why is it hard to get many hours during driving lessons? My instructor can only manage to give me once weekly. Simple, 2 reasons. One, instructors are booked up, fully booked up, and there's a lack of instructors. Everybody's looking to pass their driving test. It's simple as that. And it's supply and demand. There's not enough instructors to go around for pupils. So he's trying to manage his diary. My advice with that, if you want more lessons, is try, first of all, see if you can book you out, i.e. do a mini intensive course. So he knows he's got you, for example, 20 hours in 1 week. He may want to, or he or she may want to book out their diary for you if it's guaranteed. or find another driving instructor who can cater for your lessons. But the one thing I would not do is have 2 or 3 different driving instructors to do your lessons across the 3 of them, because every instructor teaches differently. You're going to get confused. That's the reason why they can only fit you in a certain amount of time. No problem, Portia, you are here. That's the main thing. Hopefully you're well. Oops. I've got driving experience. The lesson is for 1 hour and a half. Okay, 1 hour and a half is better than 1 hour. For those of you looking to take driving lessons, unless there's a reason with your attention span, I wouldn't be doing an hour driving lesson. By the time you get going, it's going to be over. So I would look minimum 1 hour and a half, ideally 2 hours. Oh, you're in Birmingham, Sharon. Okay. Right, guys, I've not seen your name before, so welcome to you. Right, I'm going to start the mock test, and then I'm going to still keep up with what you guys are putting in chat. An instructor. The first thing you're going to do is book an instructor. If you've got 10 years driving experience, that means you've got 10 years of bad habits. You want to book a driving instructor first so they can give you a rough idea of how many lessons you're going to need to correct your bad habits, and then book a driving test. The problem with booking a driving test first, you're then under pressure to find a driving instructor. Like I said, instructors are booked up full stop. And the other reason for that, you're going to feel under pressure to be ready for the driving test. So you're better off trying to get lessons first and then let your instructor guide you down the path you need to go. Well done to you in passing. 40 out of 50, 60 out of 75, that's really high. And you'll be starting driving lessons. Well, happy Christmas to you. Well done for passing. And thank you for coming back and letting me know. So let me quickly explain before we go into the mock test. Right, these are 20 questions I done over the weekend, put them up. Let me just quickly explain, because of the last couple of times I've done this, people are freaking out. These are not necessarily questions that appear in the theory test. They're not worded the same. It's just worded differently. This is designed to make sure you are fully understanding what the DVSA are looking for, thought-provoking questions. If you've never seen it before, do not freak out. Let me repeat that. Do not freak out. It's just a bit of fun, just the questions I put together for you guys so you can start thinking about the safety factor inside out. So let me go to the first question. So those of you that are new, read the question, read the answer. So in this particular one, who should use the left-hand lane of a motorway and why? Then put the answer. So it'd be question 1A if you think that's the correct answer. I'll repeat every week. There's a delay between me and YouTube, you and YouTube. So I want to make sure we're on the same questions, same answers. So put the question number and the letter of your choice. So feel free to answer, put it in the chat. What I want you guys to do as well, keep a score at the end, put it in the comments what you got out of 20. Oops, let me just get that out of the way. Della, no problem. I just really wish you luck with that. Yes, Brandon, the last live for the year. I should be back in the new year. I've not decided whether I'm coming back on the 8th or the 15th. It'll probably be the 15th, to be honest. But just keep, for all of you guys, keep an eye out for the notification on YouTube. But it's probably going to be the 15th. No problem, and thank you for your kind words. I really, really appreciate that. Blessing. Hopefully you're well. Welcome to the live. Not seen your name before, so welcome. What happens when I apply my theory test before staying them? So I need to read that again. Emmanuel. That's a good question. And the answer, you're in the UK for 2 months. Emmanuel, put it in the chat. Let me know if you've got a UK license. If you've got a UK provisional, there's no reason, because you can't get a UK provisional if you don't qualify for it. Technically, you should be in the country for 180 days consecutive, I believe. If you're in the country for 2 months, that's 60 days. But if you have got a UK license, there's no reason why they wouldn't give it to you and say you can't book a theory test. But let me know in the chat if you have a UK license. Just a little tip for preparation when I'm going for the practicals. Yeah, if you want a tip for the practical is, first and foremost, hopefully practice in the area of the test. So whatever area that you are taking the test in, drive around the test routes, go to the test center. It's 15 minutes out if you think about it that way, and 15 minutes back in. So you can go in any direction from the test center, but 15 minutes out and 15 minutes back in. That's my advice. That the best preparation you can have is drive in the area of your test. So you know where roundabouts are, which lanes to be in, any tricky left turns, right turns, that type of thing, or dual carriageways. For example, my pupil, when she done the course with me, we'd done a couple of mock tests, and she happened to get the test route that we actually did on a course day, which obviously made her feel really comfortable. So that was a little bit of luck, but end of the day, that's the reason why we drove around Luton, and we happened to do a couple of test routes. And like I said, she actually got the test route that we did on one of her mock tests. Again, Glasgow's a popular area this year. Yeah, driving school TV, I recommend. Clearview Driving School and DGN. Those are the ones I would recommend. There's others on there that I can't think of the top of my head, but those are the three that I would definitely, I even watch those. They are really, really good. There's a couple of them that I know as well. So yeah, you'll get some good information from that, and you can actually watch them do mock tests. Clearview does mock tests. Clearview actually do driving lessons. She's really good. And Driving School TV gives you hints, tips and tricks. Similar to what I do on the mock test with the theory side of it, he does for driving lessons as well. They are very good channels. Right, I am falling behind. Right, so you guys done number one. Let me start to see where these answers from. God, you guys type so fast. Right, I've got 1A, D. Most of you gone for D. Interesting. Val Bonner, I've not seen you before. Welcome to you. Right, most of you gone for D's. Luxon, Christ, all these names I've not seen before. Right, all right, let's take a look and see if you guys are right. The question, who should use the left-hand lane of a motorway and why? Answers D, for all vehicles, because you should all stay left when possible. So well done to you guys who put D. Make sure you keep a track of your scores, because I want to see who got the highest mark out of all of them. Right, so question 2, you're driving at night on a motorway and you see red studs to your left and white studs to your right. Which lane are you in? Sorry guys, let me just get out of the way. I don't know why it keeps resetting itself. Kofi, welcome to you. Kofi, I'm glad it's giving you confidence. If you've got any questions, like I said, put it in the chat, let me know. I will add as well, that I'll keep forgetting to mention, for those of you that wants coaching, help, who don't mind being filmed, remember I'm still looking for volunteers. I've had quite a few. Those videos that I've already filmed to the ones I've helped, will be released next year on a Thursday throughout the year. So if you want coaching, where we do a 20-question mock test, I help you study until you pass your theory test. You don't mind being filmed, send me an email, info@drivingtheoryuk.com, with the reasons why, what you're struggling with. If you have taken the theory test before, let me know. And even if you pass the theory test and you're taking driving lessons, I want you to share your experience, because next year I'm trying to help as many people to pass. And I think for them seeing you guys going on your journey, that will inspire more people to take their theory test. So Kofi, if you want help, let me know. Otherwise, keep watching the channel. Hassan, well done to you. Stephen, well done to you. Passed my theory test today as well. Well done to you. Thanks for coming back today and let me know. 46 out of 50, 52 out of 75. No problem. I had 42 out of 42 out of 50. Something that's a fail. Sorry to hear that, Frank. Have you booked another one? Hazard perception, comfort. If you're struggling with the studs question, there's a video on the channel, about 2-minute video that explains it. Very simple. Hazard perception, I'm going to do a demonstration later on. But you can put in the chat and let me know what you're struggling with, the hazard perception, and I can deal with it when I do the demo later on. Val Bonner, sorry. I have my first test tomorrow. It's my first time. I wish you luck with that, and hopefully you pass. That sets you up nicely for Christmas. Again, if you've got any questions, put it in the chat. Let me clear it up for you here and now. Right, let me catch up with you guys. We're on two. All right, first one now. I'll see. I got 2B. Let me just set that back on. Move that out of the way. Put that back there. Right. 2B. Emmanuel, 2B. All right, okay. Most of you gone for B's. So it don't look like you guys fell for that. Let me see if anybody's got anything different. Oh, that's 1D, sorry. Yeah, most of you gone for D's. All right, so you didn't fall for it. It's B. Yeah, the left lane is red studs, and obviously the white studs is in the middle lane. So you will be in the left-hand lane if you've got white studs to your right. So well done for you guys not falling for that one. Right, for government, the new government speed limits in some boroughs is 20 miles an hour. London has gone down to 20 miles an hour. How long will it take you to stop? Don't know why it keeps doing that. Sorry, guys. Sorry to hear that you passed. Sorry to hear that you failed. Again, if you've got any questions, please put in the chat. Let me help you out to get the pass the next time round. Is it true that if you have an international driving license and you are insured, you don't need an experienced driver to accompany you to the test centre? Is it true that you have an international driver license and you are insured, you don't need an experienced driver? That is true. You can drive on an international license for a year, for 12 months. So you can drive yourself to the test centre, and obviously if you pass, you can drive yourself back as well. But then you'll have to get insured on a full licence, and you'll be insured on an international licence if that's the case. So technically, once the examiner says pass, technically your international licence is not valid. But yeah, keeping it simple, Annabelle. Yeah, if you've got an international license, you don't need an experienced driver next to you because you're driving an international license, which is valid for 12 months. Yes, has perceptions coming straight after the 20 question. Yeah, well, if they granted you a provisional license, you can take the theory test. You can't. They wouldn't give you the license and then say no, you can't do the theory test. That makes no sense. So if you qualify for the provisional, it means you can take the theory test and you can take the driving test. That's not a problem. So you're laughing. Yeah, driving school TV is quality. He's quality. Yeah, DGN is slightly different because he's carrying out mock tests with Francis, who's driving school TV. He's a character, he's a laugh. If you guys that live in Southeast London, Francis covers Southeast London, so tap him up. He may be able to fit you in. And he's got another, I can't remember her name, who works for him as well. He's got another driving instructor. So if you live in Southeast London looking for a driving instructor, tap up Francis of Driving School TV. All right, what are we on? 3. There we go. Most of you going for A's. Someone's gone for a C. Angel, welcome to you. Got C, C. Right, as I'm going down, so you guys are split between C's and A's. Another was C. I'll just keep going and see what you guys have got. Yes, 50, almost, I'll say 60-40 with the A's. Interesting. C. So at 20 miles an hour, it's going to take you 40 feet to stop, and it's 3 car lengths, roughly, give or take, with that one. So well done for those of you that's got a C on that one. All right, next one. You're behind a car at red traffic lights. The lights turn to green. The driver is texting and doesn't move. What should you do? Gone too far up. Keeps doing that. Sorry guys, I keep apologizing. I don't know why it keeps resetting itself. Some people say reflective stars as cat's eyes. Yes, basketball, it's the same thing. The reason why, if you look at cat's eyes at night, you can see it kind of glow. And that's what the studs do at night time. They actually glow. If you look in the daytime, it's hard to see what the colors are in the daytime because you know what lane you're in. But at night time, it glows like cat's eyes. That's the reason why it's called that way. Please, who can park on a double red? Who can park on the double red lines and why? Nobody. That's why it's double red. You get told straight away. Nobody can park on the double red is the answer to that question. Obviously, I will still learn, but 2025 I've got to finish all theory and that support definitely would help. What support we're talking about, SM? Let me know. George, I wish you luck with that Thursday. I really, really do. Hopefully it goes well for you, and obviously there'll be a good start to your Christmas passing the theory test. I've got 4875 perception. Please, where is your address in North London? I didn't mind coming from the moon to London lectures. What can do? I run courses, so you're not going to get on the courses because they actually booked up until North London's booked up until March. Could we do it by quarters? Yeah, North London's March as far as I'm aware as well. So it's not, my courses aren't just drop-in courses, they've got to be booked in advance. Angel, you've got to tell me what you're struggling with, has a perception. It's all really good to say you're struggling. Why are you struggling? What are you struggling with? Stephen, I'm going to come back to your question. Let me just quickly catch up with this. 4. Right, first one out. 4C, Patricia. Let's make that slightly bigger. Frank's gone 4C. And again, most of you going for C's. Oh dear. There's no number with that one. Shouldn't have clicked that. Right, most of you gone for C's. Yes, that's the one. I was thinking more of Shannon. I know Laura does a few videos with him as well. Yeah, those 3 are really, really good. So again, they're all South London, so check them out. If you're looking for an instructor in South London, obviously. I need help in road and traffic lights, please. I've got a video that covers traffic lights with visual clues. Search the channel. I can't remember how long the video is, but it gives you all, you said traffic lights, gives you all the crossings with traffic lights, pelicans, puffins, toucans, and it gives you a visual demonstration as well via the app. And when I say app, I'm talking about the driving school app, not the theory test app. Right, most of you have gone for C's, and I got a funny feeling when I did this yesterday, it's not C's, not the answer. Oh, well done to you. Passed your driving, you passed your practical driving test. Well done. And a Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for letting me know. Right, let's take a look at this. What have you guys gone for? Why have you gone for, what was it, C? You're behind the car at red lights. The lights turn to green. The driver is texting and doesn't move. What should you do? You guys went for C. Be patient. That's what you lot do on the driving lesson. What you should be doing is using your horn because you want to warn of your presence. Let him know you are there and you want to go on your merry way. Don't sit there. As long as you're not beeping your horn aggressively, you are allowed to use your horn as a learner driver. So if someone's not moving at a green light, beep your horn, let them know so you can get on your way. You be patient. You could be there for a very, very long time. On the driving test, you have to make progress. Being patient in that situation is not. Being patient with horse riders and cyclists different, but being patient with someone doing something against the law, no. Beep your horn, let them know. How many points are you allowed on your driving license after passing your 2-year probation as a new driver? Did you guys know you're on a 2-year probation once you pass your driving test? Then once you pass the 2-year probation, that goes up. Stephen, sorry, let me deal with your question. It keeps doing that. Is it advisable to book for practical by myself or to get instructors to do the book, please? That will depend on your instructor. My advice is book it yourself, but you may have an instructor who likes to do the bookings and control it on diary. When I was literally, before I went into intensive courses, I booked the test for the pupils because I didn't want to mess up my diary. But if you got an instructor who wants you to do it themselves, that's fine. And again, I would use the 6 o'clock trick, 6 o'clock in the morning trick, and that way you may get an earlier date with that. But also, if you've got an instructor, talk to your instructor about it and see how they feel. Let me just go back. Merry Christmas to you. Pass my first to your guidance. Another one's passed. Well done to you. Merry Christmas to you. Passing the theory test. Another one. Merry Christmas to you, Angeline. Passing the theory test. You guys are passing. Thank you so much. I've been following your videos. Thank you for coming back and letting me know. Appreciate that. For video, sir, click once the studs are questions you just put on now. I don't really understand the studs. If you don't understand the studs, I would suggest you check out the studs video. It explains in simple detail. By the time you watch that video, or when you finish watching the video, there won't be a misunderstanding. Trust me on that. All right, what number are we on? 5. Let me clock the 5s. No problem, you're welcome. If you're driving over Christmas, just don't drink and drive. Can't find the 5s, it's all 4s. There we... You're putting so much in the comments, I can't find the numbers. There we go, first one. Let's make it slightly bigger. Oops, not that big. 5A. 5A. 21st, good to see you back. I must have gone from 5As. Raging, not seen your name before, welcome to you. Oh, someone's gone for a C on this one. 5A, so it looks like the common answer is 5A. All right, let's take a look at what we're talking about. 5A. Oh, that's interesting. What else have you gone for A's? How many points are you allowed on your driver's license after passing your 2-year probation as a new driver? Still only 6 points. No, it's not. It's 12 points. Once you pass the 2-year probation, you go what I call a normal driver. It goes up to 12 points. So let me quickly explain. When you pass your driving test, as soon as the examiner says, congratulations, you're on 2 years probation. You get 6 points or more in the first 2 years. You lose the license, you're back to square one. Another theory test, another driving test. After you pass your 2-year probation, you go to normal driver status, and your maximum that you're allowed is 12 points on your license at that stage. So hopefully that helps you guys out with that. What does this sign mean? Sorry guys, it just keeps resetting itself. Faye, welcome. Sharon, I've seen your question. Once I'll reveal the answer to this one, I'll go back to number 4 and see what you're talking about. Kenza, I passed the second time but didn't. I passed but didn't pass. I don't understand that. Just clarify that for me. If you did pass or didn't pass, I don't understand what you're saying there. struggling with the clicking. I'm going to do a demonstration and hopefully that helps you out for tomorrow. I don't do practical lessons in Watford. I've actually got I think I mentioned this last week. I can't remember who was in Watford looking to do a driving test. I've actually got 3 Watford test routes filmed from the summer months, which I've not even edited or released. I'm not going to do it over Christmas. I may do it at some point and release it. But yeah, Watford test centre is not too bad. It's actually a decent test centre. Coming out of the test centre, the road's a bit rough, but outside of that, on the industrial estate, it's not too bad. But I personally don't do lessons down there, no. It's the question you asked. Yeah, he's in Wolverhampton. Can blue badge holders taxi or vehicle hire pick and drop pedestrians on their double red lines, and why? The answer to that is no. Red is normally around government buildings, that type of thing. They do not want any parking. For example, terrorist attacks. You're not supposed to be parking on double yellows is slightly different because it's red. It means no parking, no stopping whatsoever. Right, what are we on 6? Let me catch up with you guys. Some of you just still put in A or B. Remember, you need to put the question number and then the letter. Trying to find you guys. 6. Where are you? 6. There we go. Leroy's first one that I see. Right, 6C. Let's make that slightly bigger. 6C. Got B. Right, so again, you guys are split. Interesting. So it's A's and C's. Right, again, it's like a 6. Someone's gone for a B. 60-40 split, 6 A's and C's. Okay. Question, what does this sign mean? A, approaching the end of a motorway. B, approaching a concealed speed limit. And C, approaching a concealed entrance. Right, the answer is C, approaching a concealed entrance or exit. That's a fairy test question, by the way. Or it's approach to a level crossing without gate or barrier. So it could mean, let me just repeat that. It could mean approaching a level crossing without gate or barrier. It's in yards, 300 yards, 200, 100. Or in this case, approaching a concealed entrance or exit you cannot see. Right, let me just go back to question 4 for you're behind the car. The reason why the answer is what it is because you're warning of your presence. That's what the horn is for. So you're warning of your presence by beeping your horn. He's there texting, he's wasting your time. You're beeping the horn to let him know. And that's the reason why the answer is what it is, not be patient. Right, 7. Which document can the police ask you to produce? So hopefully, Sharon, that answered your question on that one. It's the horn is the answer. Kofi. Yeah, international driver's license, you can drive for 12 months if you have an international license, i.e. from a different country. So you can drive for at least 12 months without a UK license. But obviously you should be trying to get the UK license within those 12 months. That's what that is. And you can do that, obviously drive without an experienced driver next to you because technically you're not a learner. There isn't a dual carriageway. A definition of a dual carriageway is central reservation in the middle. As long as you've got a crash barrier in the middle, it can be. They just word it differently. One's a motorway, i.e. blue signs, and a dual carriageway would be green signs. But a definition of a dual carriageway is a crash barrier in the middle when you can't go on the other side of the road. That's the definition. That's the only difference, is a crash barrier. And number 7. It's like your Bournemouth crest in your avatar. I'm sorry to hear that, Ricky. Just restudy the category. What did you get? Score 42. So it's the questions you failed on. Just restudy the categories individually. It tells you on the paperwork what categories you got the questions wrong in and the amount of questions. You just need to restudy that and then do some more mock tests and then go again on that one. Chisham, welcome. I've come to say, let me shrink that down. I've come to say thanks for the platform. I did my very exam last week for the first time and 4 years. Well done to you in passing. So congratulations, happy Christmas for you. And thank you for coming back and letting me know. Appreciate that. I'm assuming that's something you shouldn't have done. So if it's a mini roundabout, some of them you can drive over, but because the emoji you've put, I'm assuming that you shouldn't have been doing it on that particular roundabout. No, it just gets transferred onto the license. It just gets transferred on the license and it's notification that you got 6 points before you qualified, which is a weird way of doing stuff. Right, what are we on? 7. Oh, there we are. 7B, Patricia. Right, most of you gone for 7B. 7A. I appreciate Ali. Hopefully you're well. Long time no see. I appreciate that, Ali. Keep coming back. Appreciate the support. Most of you gone for a driver's license. I'm assuming you mean because it's a provisional when you got picture ID. Oh, Angel, 7A. Interesting how you guys think. Answers A. All 3 documents. There's a question in the theory test. A police can give you a producer. What documents can you or should you produce? And it's all 3: driver's license, MOT, and vehicle insurance. So the police can give you a producer at any time to produce those documents. It's not always going to be about driver's license. And this is why I suggest that you, like I said, understand what they are asking for. All right, let's do number 8. Someone's asking about red lines. Why are red lines used on the road? Why are red lines used on the road? Only Angel got it right. On 7 I'm talking about. Val Bonner, if you have got your 12 months and you've passed it, and you said you got your theory test tomorrow, I believe, you would need, talk again. You need to talk to the DVSA. Sometimes you can renew your visa and that automatically renews the next 12 months, but you'll have to talk to the DVSA and see what's the best way around it. But like I said, sometimes you have to renew your visa for staying here, and that not automatically, but can reactivate another 12 months. So you will need to talk to the DVSA. That's your best bet, and to get their advice. 15th, 1st, 24th, this is my first live show, but your videos have aided me in understanding how the perception. Please, could you do another live video before then? Unfortunately not. I'm on holiday, as in chilling out. So no, unfortunately not. That's going to be watching videos, if you haven't watched all of them already, and that will be studying on the apps, unfortunately. And as I said, I'm not sure if I'm be back on the 8th, which will be the week before your test. But I'm more than likely going to come back on the 15th with another live, which will be my next live, shall I say. But I wish you luck with that. If you've got any issues, put it in the chat. Second theory test booked for March. Why so far away, Ricky? If you've just taken one, why so far away? I know some areas are struggling to give dates out, but March is a hell of a long time for a theory test. It's more like a driving test time. So just tell me, if you can, explain in the chat, why are you waiting till March? Is that a personal thing or just a date thing? Black woman speaks Arabic. Appreciate you coming back and letting me know. I'm glad my voice stayed in your head. Similar to what my people said today on the driving test. Once they come back to me and people says, I can hear your voice in my head, my job is done. And so congratulations on passing and well done to you. And I appreciate you coming back and letting me know. Right, what number are we on? 8. So let me catch up with you guys. Let's make that slightly bigger. Right, 8A. All right, again, some of you guys are split on this one. Wow. Got every letter on there. A, B. Oh, C's not being picked yet. Leroy's changed his mind. Are you sure, Leroy? Vanessa, welcome to you. All right. Daily inspiration. D. Yeah, apart from C, everyone's gone for A, B, and D. No C's. All right, let me reveal the answer. It's D. Read the question carefully. That's why I said read the question, understand the question. Why are red lines used on the road? Why are they? Not what they're for, why. They are there to ease congestion. So there's no parking at any time in busy times, especially, so it makes traffic flow. So they're there to ease congestion. If the question was, what can't you do on them? It's no stopping at any time. No parking at any time, should I say, not no stopping. So it's to ease congestion is why they are there. This is a long one. You're parking your car uphill with a curb on your left. You apply the parking brake, otherwise known as the handbrake. What else should you do for added security? Again, apologise. Going back to question 7, I thought the MOT insurance would come up on their database. Yes, that's why producers phased out, because technically the police can do all the checks at the roadside. But if they decide not to do the road check, they don't have to. They can ask you to produce it at a police station. So they'll give you a producer, list the documents that's not on there. Normally you walk with your driver's license, so they can tick that one off, and they'll just tick MOT and insurance. You nominate the police station you want to turn up at, so they can't tell you which one to go to. Turn up at your local police station and produce it within 7 days. But you're 100% right, it is on their database, but like I said, if the police don't want to go the extra mile to do it on the roadside, they get you to bring it into the police station. Really, Frank? As I said, thought-provoking questions. And you'd be glad to know that the real fairy test is easier than what I'm doing. What were you on? 9, okay. Right, your visa for 2.5 years, for driver's license for 12 months, that's why I have to do UK driver's license. Talk to the DVSA. You may, all right, so your visa for 2.5 years, so that means you're in the country for 2.5 years. They may give an extension. If you don't talk to them, they don't know. If you don't ask, you don't get. So you may get an extension. I know people who had extensions before, so try. No, like I said, your license, international license is for 12 months, but you got a 2.5 year visa. So they may give an extension, just try it. That's a shame. My advice with that then, Ricky, is keep checking. Don't just take that as gospel. Someone may have cancelled because they can't take it, not ready. Just keep checking on a regular basis. You can bring your test forwards, or you can travel to another test centre if there's another one local to you. You don't have to take it in your area if you're willing to travel out to get an earlier date. I totally agree with that. Yeah, grab the date, at least you know you got it booked, but there's nothing wrong with, as I mentioned, bring it forwards or try a different test centre. Well done to you in passing. Congratulations. Right, let me catch up with you guys. 999. There we go, Patricia. Again, you guys are split. I'm loving this. D. Oh, someone's gone for a B. So again, all the 3 letters out of the lot. Interesting. You know what chest I would love to? Do you know how long this took me to put together? On my Sunday as well. Ages. Right, it's starting to settle down. Most of you gone for C. No problem, Ricky. Right, most of you gone for C, so reveal the answer. Answer's B. Or C. Leave the front wheels turned to the left with the vehicle in first gear. Answer's B. Leave the front wheels turned to the right with the vehicle in first gear. You want the wheels facing right so it rolls into the curb. That's the reason why the answer's what it is. Even though you nipped into the last minute daily inspiration, you've gone for A. Let me just see what A is. Leave the front wheels turned to the right with the vehicle in reverse gear. Now you don't want it in reverse because it's downhill. That's only going to pick up speed more. First gear will give it some resistance, and turning the wheels to the right is going to roll into the curb first. That's the reason why the answer is what it is. All right, 10, halfway there. Make sure you're keeping track of your scores. What is a cover note? And this is actually a theory test question, by the way. Not the answers, by the way. Answers aren't, but the question is. Well, I think I'm up to date with you guys' comments. All right. Make sure I don't miss anything. All right, you guys are coming through. These are the ones with fast internet connections. All right, Frank. You just put a number, Frank. You didn't put what letter? Oh, here it comes. Sorry, I just saw this one. 10A. All right. Yeah, most of you gone for A. All right, fair enough. Yeah, it's temporary insurance, cover notes, temporary insurance. Sorry, I didn't fall for that one. All right, no problem. Let's see what number 11 does to you. When can you legally use an handheld phone while the car is moving? Linda, hello. Hopefully you are well. Okay, right, now they're coming through. Who's first? Patricia. Right, again, you guys are split on this one. A. Frank's gone for B. Right, most of you have gone for A, which I thought you would do. Okay, most of you have gone for A. Linda, I'm fine. I am really, really good. Right, that's the last one I've seen. When it's unsafe to stop, but it has to be to a 999 number or a 112 number. In other words, an emergency number. So you can use your phone if it's unsafe to stop, but you are phoning a 999 number or 112. Example, motorway, something's fell off your car on the motorway, for example. It's unsafe to stop. Then you need to pick up the phone, tell the 999, boom, emergency services, something's fell on the motorway, give them your location as much as you possibly can. That's a prime example. If you feel threatened and it's unsafe to stop, make a phone call, blah, 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 you're being chased, whatever it happens to be, and then make that phone call, especially if you're a female. The last thing you want to do is stop when it's unsafe to make a phone call if someone's harassing you. That's the reason why. All right, 12. Which of the following is the unsafest place to overtake another vehicle? Sylvia, welcome to you. How are you? Fatima, welcome to you. Don't forget, for those of you who've got theory tests this side of Christmas, if you like, or this side of the new year, put put any concerns that you may have in the chat. Let me try to answer it, clear it up, to get you that pass that you deserve. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right, the first one's out. 12A. Again, you guys are split. I'm loving this. A, C. Frank's gone for A. Again, C. So it's like the common is A's and C's. Yeah, A's and C's. You guys are split. That's 11. Fatima's question behind. All right. Which of the following is the key word there is the unsafest place? And it's before a bend. The last thing you want to do is overtake a car on the bend when you can't see oncoming traffic. The level crossing is not the safest place, but normally it's straight. So you can see if a train is coming or the lights are changing, but you won't be able to see if a car's coming around the bend. That's where it's the unsafest place. That's why that answers what it is. Which colour? Someone was talking about dual carriageways. What's the difference between the motorway and the dual carriageway? I did mention it, funny enough. Whether you guys picked up on it is another matter. Anyway, which colour is used for dual carriageway signs in the UK? Well done to you for passing. 47 out of 50, 67 is a high score for hazard perception. So well done. Merry Christmas. What are you looking to do now? Driving lessons or a driving test? Always, Angel, wish you luck with that. Take your time, read the questions. Remember, if you're not sure of the question, still answer it, flag it, move on, and then you spend the rest of the time going over the flagged ones. But make sure you just take your time, make sure you breathe, take your time and breathe, breathe, breathe. And remember, think safety. The live study. This is it, isn't it? You're live now. Oh, if you're talking about the filming, where I'm coaching you, that's filmed. It's pre-recorded. That send me an email. info@drivingtheoryuk.com. The reasons why, what you're struggling with, if you've taken a test before. Give me some information, background information, so I know what I'm working with. And we'll make a mutual time to meet, and it's recorded while I help you study, and it's ongoing until you pass your theory test. So if you take 6 months, I'm committed to you for 6 months. It won't take that long if I'm helping you, but if it did, I'm committed to helping you until you pass. If that's what you're talking about. But if you mean live, you're on it. $13. All right, first one. There we go. D. Frank, are you being serious? So I'm not being funny. Some of your answers are cracking me up. Right, we got A, B, C's and D's. Question, which colour is used for dual carriageway signs in the UK? First and foremost, for those of you that put in D's, there's no yellow road signs other than diversion markers. There's no old school bus signs. There's no yellow road signs. No problem, Angel. Just go and pick up your certificate tomorrow, basically. You got this. The same as the channel. If you look at the channel name, is Driving Ferry UK. So it's info at, or replay this back and pause it, but it's the same name as the channel name. So it's info at channel name drivingferryuk.com is the email address. What you can do as well, if you're sending me the email, I'm assuming you want the coaching stuff on the video. Save time, send me some dates and times that you are available, and I'll try to work around that. But bear in mind it's Christmas and I am on Christmas break. I will do stuff over Christmas anyway. I've got a few lined up, but send me the dates, saved a bit of time, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Sorry. Kofi, I can't answer that. I'm not part of the DVSA. I'm just telling you the information that I tell most people. So I don't know if there's exemption. You need to talk to the DVSA. They're the ones who do whatever is case by case study if necessary. So those are the people that you need to talk to. Right, sorry, you guys are putting D for an answer and I'm not understanding how you get a yellow sign. A dual carriageway is green. Motorways are blue, dual carriageways are green signs. So hopefully that helps you out. Blue signs will be motorway. For those of you that went for B, blue signs are motorway signs. And there is no red signs, no red road signs. Circle, red circles, red triangles, yes, but not road signs as in for dual carriageways. Let's do 14. You're driving in a built-up area in daylight. What lights should you use in misty or hazy conditions? Yes, Leroy, that's why I do it. Like I said, you can get very complacent with the apps and you don't realize that you're actually getting brainwashed because you just look for the, I've seen that question before, I go for this answer. These questions you haven't seen before, so the answers are still from the apps. If you think about it, blue signs, motorway, green signs, dual carriageways, but you guys are going for yellow, for example. And I can guarantee you some of you will get the answer wrong on this. I'm not going to declare what the answer is yet, but I guarantee you some of you will get the answer wrong on this. And it's the same, well, if I say any more, I'll give you the answer anyway. But yeah, Leroy, that's the reason why. It's about understanding. As I said, though, don't beat yourself up over it, any of you. It's just a bit of fun, just to get you thought-provoking and realize that you do need to fully understand the question and you do need to fully understand the answers. Right, let's track you guys down. Right, 14. Well done to most of you. B. Pauline, your 13s just come through amongst the 14s. Right, most of you have gone for, as I speak, Raging Palmers have put 14D. Most of you have gone for Ds. And if you watch my light videos, if it's a bog standard question about lights, it is dipped headlights or headlights as an answer. Yeah, it's normal driving. It's a bog standard light question. As I said, just transfer from the other questions into this one. And it's the same answers. Dipped headlights or headlights would be the answer because it's a bog standard light question. All right. 15. Trams can move both quietly and quickly. What other feature of a tram should you be especially aware of? Within a week, took a test pass 47, 72 out of 75. Wow, well done to you. All I did was make sure I remember. There you go, safety first. Thank you. No problem. Thank you for coming back and letting me know that. And congratulations on your score. 72 out of 75 is really, really a high score. So I wish you a Merry Christmas based on that. Wish you a Merry Christmas anyway, not because you passed it, but Merry Christmas, a happy Christmas because you've passed. One less thing to think about. What are we on 15? Today on my test, I saw many questions I've never seen in the app. I was so nervous. I think I've missed your comment, my life. I'm assuming that you passed the theory test. If that's the case, congratulations and Merry Christmas on that. Yeah, as I said before, at the beginning of the near the beginning of the live, the questions is sampled questions. It's not the questions in the app. And that's one of the reasons why I said these type of questions so you guys don't get complacent. You may come across questions that you have not seen in the app before, but it's the same outcome they're looking for. Safety. You just have to stay calm enough to work it out. Can someone like me who has already... got a full UK license? Yes, I'm looking for pupils with learning difficulties or disabilities, pupils who are struggling to pass their theory test naturally, whatever the reason is, failed their theory test on numerous occasions, and I can say experienced drivers, new drivers like yourself, Frank, because you're all on the same journey. I want you guys to take part in the video so you can inspire others to be like you. Yes, Frank, I'll definitely have you on, no troubles at all. $15B. Right. Okay, most have gone for B's on this one. Yeah, most have gone for B's. I didn't think you'd fall for that one. Yeah, trams can't steer. So it's going to be B. And the next one. What will happen to you if you can't blow into a breathalyzer long enough to give a reading? So what will happen to you if you can't blow into a breathalyzer, being Christmas, long enough to give a reading? Yeah, it has a perception. The video, yes, it is a bigger screen. It's slightly slower, and all the videos are CGI. When I do the clips, the demo in a minute, I will do a live, real life video, and I will do a CGI one as well. Pauline Smith, your 15s are coming through amongst the 16s. Yeah, I was just about to say, Frank, you got my email. I'm sure you have. And again, comfort. I know you said you're struggling with your internet connection. I'll say it again. Again, you can pause at any point. What I'll do as well, when this is uploaded to YouTube, I'll go into the description and I'll put the email in the description as well. I think it's got the old email address in there. info@ channel name drivingtheoryuk.com. And that's for anyone who's struggling with the theory, have learning disabilities, pass the theory, pass the driving test. If you want to come on, have a little chat, 20 question mock test, and and it will be filmed and it will go out at some point next year. Like I said, I want to use those videos to inspire other people to pass their theory test, because a lot of you think you're on your own, only feeling what you feel, but all of you go through the same emotions, and by seeing it documented, you will understand you're not alone on this. All right, what are we on? 16. Not a problem, Kofi. That's what I'm here for. Hopefully help you guys out. Right. 16C. Interesting. C. A. Oh, D. Again, you guys are split on this. But the majority of you are still going for C, though. Oh, brilliant. Well done to you. Click 3 times. So you've gone for the 3-click method. Right. Let's take a look at what the answer is. Question: what will happen to you if you can't blow into the breathalyzer? Right. If you can't blow into the breathalyzer for whatever reason, you'll be taken to the medical centre. That's what the answer is. I just will add, if you refuse to blow into the breathalyzer, you will get 3 points on your license automatically. So never refuse, just blow into the breathalyzer. If you can't do it long enough, you'll be taken to the medical centre and it'll be taken through the blood or urine sample. Where would you usually find the first information sign indicating that you're approaching an exit from a roundabout? No problem, Comfort. Whatever questions come up, you've still got to answer it, and you did, so well done. And it is luck on the day as well, because you may, if there's 10 of you in the room, for example, it's 10 different tests, it's random. So you may get a computer that gives you questions that you know, you may get a computer that questions that you don't know, but it still comes back to safety. Regardless of what question you get, all you got to do is think carefully, breathe, and just work out what the questions ask you in terms of safety. Sorry to hear that. Again, what I normally say to everyone that fails it, just read on the paperwork, go through the categories of the questions you got wrong and re-study those, because that's where your weakness is in, and then start to do mock tests again after you've done that to make sure those categories aren't showing up as a weak category over the 50 question mock test. Right, here they come. 17B. Not seen your name before, so welcome to you. Again, you guys are split on this, A's and B's. Interesting. Yeah, most of you gone A's and B's. Right, with the motorway, it's going to be a 1 mile before the exit. You should be in the left-hand lane from at least a mile away. So you are going to be in the correct position to come off. And then it goes down to the countdown markers, which is 300 yards, 200, and obviously 100. And that. Raging Palmer, your 16A has just come through with the 17, unless you typed the wrong number. Right, you are driving a vehicle towing a trailer on a 3-lane motorway. When can you use the right-hand lane? I booked again, hope past this time, I won't give up. When did you book it for? Let's put it in chat when, what month? Vicky Gill, I've not seen your name before, so welcome to you. I don't believe I've seen your name before. Thank you for coming back and letting me know. Well done to you and congratulations again. A Merry Christmas on passing. You've got a good one coming up. Sending that some love to you guys. What are we on? 18 is the first one. 18, France gone for A. Windvale lane closures. Again, most of you see, at first glance, seem like you've all gone for A's. Again, some of you just still putting the letters B's and A's rather than the number. Right, most of you gone, oh, that's a B on that one. Interesting. Right. The only time you can go in the right-hand lanes when there's lane closures. The reason for that is when there's lane closures, they drop the speed limit, which means you can obviously now do top speeds. That's the reason why that answer is what it is. January the 5th, just around the corner. Hopefully you prepare for it properly by, like I said, reading the categories of the questions you got wrong first and foremost, and then start doing mock tests again. When you do the 50-question mock test, make sure you are checking to see what your weakest category is, because if the weakest category is the ones you restudied, there's still a weakness there. Question. What? You want to go ahead at a crossroads controlled by a police officer. What recognized arm signal should you, the driver, give? A, B, C, or D? Appreciate that, and your support for watching the videos as well. I've not seen your name, Bukola, if I'm saying that right. Welcome to you. I still have my old address and my provisional. Will this affect my practical driving in any way? Yeah, you won't be able to take a driving, you shouldn't be taking a driving lesson or driving test with your wrong details on your license. No, I'm only joking. No, it doesn't affect you in any shape or form. The only thing I would suggest, if you haven't got a driving test booked, once the driving instructor's seen your license for the first time, they're going to want to check it to make sure the picture looks like you and all the rest of it. I will send it all off to get with the correct address. If your driving test is around the corner, leave it as it is. The examiner will give you the license back. He can't take it because the address is wrong, and he will show you how to send off for your full license. And all it is going post office, filling a couple of forms, and you get it back. But if you turn up at the test center with the correct address details on the license, he will take the license away from you and he will send it off, and the license just comes back in the post. That's the advantage of having the correct details on there. But the answer to your question, no, it doesn't affect your driving in any shape or form. Okay, the first one. 19B. Wish you luck with that, Sylvia. God bless all. You're 16, unless you typed it in wrong. It's just come through with the 19s. And most of you gone for B's. Someone, Luxon, has gone for A. What's A? A's turning right. Some of you, blessings, gone for A. Yeah, A's turning right. B is actually, let me just reveal the answer. It's actually B. B's going straight ahead. That's turning right. Obviously, that's turning left. You're not doing anything with that. Last one. So there's always questions about manuals for automatic drivers. Now there's one for automatic for manual drivers. So you park on a hill in a vehicle that has automatic transmission. When you leave a vehicle, in which position would you put the gear selector? So all of you doing automatic, I do not expect you to get this wrong. For those of you doing manual, you now have to think about what automatic drivers have got to think about. Welcome. You are most definitely welcome. Let me know in the chat if you got a test booked or you're just still studying. Are you new to the channel, as in just not being to the live, but you have watched the videos? I know quite, oh, that's quick. Lily, 20D. I know quite a few people who are just starting to discover the channel. Again, most of you gone for A. And for those of you taking the theory test, and if you watch some of the videos that I have, I said there's always what I call golden nuggets in the question. If you read the question carefully. So if you read the question carefully, it says you park. It's got park in the question and A has park in the answer. There's a connection there, so it tallies. Again, it doesn't always work, but if you're struggling with a question, sometimes take your time to read it. As I always say, take your time and breathe. Sometimes there's clues in it. It's giving you the answer in the question, and you lot guys just don't realize it because you're stressing out. It's A, you're in the car, in automatic, you leave in park because you are parked. All right, so that is the 20th question. Let me go to this one. Put this back. I'm going to be doing a hazard perception in a second. Type in the chat what scores you guys got. Just keep an eye on that. Yet to book for a test. Okay. Hopefully the studying's going well. Blessing Charles, Lady B, I'm new here. Welcome to you. Again, let me know, Blessing Charles, if you've got a test book or you're just studying. And you won't. These are questions I made up. This mock test on this live is the questions I've made up. That's what I said at the beginning. I'm assuming you joined late. These questions I made up. They're not in the theory test. It's just a bit of fun, end of year, bit of fun that I try to do once a month, just to get you thinking about the safety factor. That's all it is. Yes, Paul, welcome. It's not about passing. To be honest, it's not about passing. Just like to see what scores you guys got. It's more to get you guys to think safety. That's what you need to do, is think safety, 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 and guess what? Safety. Not a problem. 15, 17, right? You guys are coming through. 17. 17. Patricia, I'm assuming you mean the real tests. I'm sorry to hear that. But again, just read the question. Sorry, read the categories of the questions you got wrong in. Just starting your lessons. I'm assuming that's theory, driving lessons or theory lessons. Confirm. Not a problem. Brandon, you've passed your theory test. And we need to make a date for you to come. And I want you on this channel. You've been here since day one I started the lives. So in Discord, you can send me the message in Discord if you like. What days you are available. We can get it done over Christmas if you're free. When I say over Christmas, I don't mean Christmas Day, by the way. I'm talking about just before Christmas or just after. Some of you got decent scores. Oh, that's 18, that's the wrong one. Some of you have got decent scores. So I'm going to do hands of perception now. Congratulations on you passing. Well, 63 at 75, that's high. 49 out of 50 is high. Well done to you. Congratulations. I can't answer that comfort. That's personal. How much studying you're doing. If you're talking about driving lessons, how much practice, because you was asking about provisional. I can't answer that. You have to work out how much time you can dedicate or devote to either studying for the theory or driving lessons, and then go from there. So it's not something I can say to you. Some people are fast learners, some people are slow learners. Leroy, why not? Why not keep track of your scores? Um, 34. If you got 34, I'm not being funny. It's not something you want to hear, but I'm going to have to say because I like to keep things real. If you got 34 on a real test, not a mock test, you was never ready for that test. I'll tell you why. When a pupil comes to my classes, so I've got group classes this week, I've only 3 pupils in this week. The lowest score was 34. That's someone who's never studied. So I'm going to assume that you have studied, and if you got 34, you was never ready for a real test. If you didn't study and you got 34, then you're on average. The average score on a Monday in my class, someone who's never studied for the theory test, is between 34 and 37. If you're getting full 34 in a real test, you wasn't ready. But so it's more studying. But the main thing is you've taken a test. So you got a baseline, turn it into a positive. You got a baseline, so you know the category you got the questions wrong, and you know how many questions you got wrong in that particular category. So all you want to do now is restudy. So you got a baseline to start off with. And 53 in your hazard isn't too bad. Just keep an eye on that. All right, Brandon, I'll reach out to you at some point and give you some dates and times, and then we'll take it from there. Right, there's only so much videos you can do on the hazard perception. It's the same thing I keep saying over and over, 2-click method, blah, 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 which I'm going to say right now. All right, let me do hazard perception. So let me come out of that first and then explain about hazard perception. So the dog's on the floor sleeping. Hazard perception, 14 videos. 13 of them have single hazards. One of them's got a double, so 2, 5. So you need to keep clicking because you don't know which video it is. You don't know where the video is going to come up. You're looking for anything that's going to cause you to slow down. Change direction is what you're looking for. There's 2 types of hazards on the video. There's potential and developing. Potential, it could have made you slow down. Developing develops where it makes you slow down or change direction. For those of you taking driving lessons, the click you do is you checking the mirrors in real life. So you problem, click, problem click. So the click is you checking the mirrors in real life. So what they're trying to say is the sooner you see the problem, the more time you have to deal with it. In real life, if you see the problem late, you're going to go for the break first, mirrors after. The wrong order for the examiner. It should be mirrors first, break after. So let me just repeat. Anything that's going to cause you to slow down or change direction because you're checking the wing mirrors if you're shifting direction. So you want to go for a 2-click method. So now let me get the hazard perception screen up. So I'm going to do the video. I'm going to do a commentary drive, which is telling you what I'm seeing because obviously you won't know. I'm going to tell you when I'm clicking and then we're going to review it back. So let me do a real life clip first because it's poor quality. Let's do one that I haven't done before. So if I mess up, it's real. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. So bend coming up. I can't see around the bend, so I'm going to click. There's my second click. Always go for a 2-click method. Triangle's warning me of something. Horses in a row, so I'm going to click another bend. Always go for a 2-click method. There's the horse, 2, and there's my click. And you can see the video slowed down and it shifted me out to the right. So that is the hazard. But this could be a video with 2 hazards. I don't know that. So I'm still going to be looking out. Telling me slow on the floor. 1, 2. Oops, and there's another one. My pen's not working properly. Road narrows, road sign. There you go. And we're going to review it back so I can explain about the countdown window. So let's just see where the first click landed. So there's my first one and there's my second one. There's no benefit in clicking once. If you click in the 5, for example, which I've just done here, and the second one is like it's in a 3, they'll always give you the highest mark. So this is where you're trying to click in between the 5 and the 3 because you need to average. Some of you are clicking once and clicking there, which is too early. Yes, you've seen the problem, but it doesn't matter whether you see the problem. It's whether you get a score or not. It's really weird. I'm about to say, it's not whether you see or not, it's whether you get a score or not. You can see all day long, but if you're going to get a 0, it means nothing. So you have to try to get it in a countdown window between the 5, ideally the 3. So between the 5 and the 3, that's why you do 2 clicks. So if you click here 1, the second click lands in the 5, you're going to get a 5. If the first one lands in the 5, second one lands in the 3, just like I did, they'll always upgrade you. They're not going to downgrade you. So hopefully that makes sense. Put it in the chat if it does or doesn't, and I can explain it a different way. Let me just catch up with these guys to make sure you guys know. Do you have a book for these and how do I obtain one? I don't know what you booked for what. Blessing, you've got to give me a little bit more than that. If you're talking about for the questions, no, I just made these questions. I've been doing it for years, so I can make the questions up just like that. But if you're talking about questions in general, you want a app. If you're a book reader, then WH Smith will do theory test books. But I would recommend do apps because if anything's updated, it's updated instantly, where the book, if they change anything, you're stuck with old information.
Your message to Dennis says, but I would recommend apps because if it is...
I think I've gone too far. Right, don't see you guys making any comments on the hazard perception. All right, so I'll do another one. I'll do a CGI. CGI, where are you? It's near the top. Let's do one that I've not seen before. Let's do this one. Again, so you're scanning. When you're watching the video, you should be scanning from left to right. So if you look on the truck on the left, slip road, it's coming down. So I'm going to click there. 1, 2. I'm going to click again. I'm going to click again. And there's his indicator. I think I messed that one up. That's really late. But if you look at the indicator, I'm catching him, so I need to slow down. That's the reason why I'm checking my mirrors. But you still keep checking from left to right, right to left when you're watching the video. When you're driving, that's how you should be scanning the road, because the signs, speed limits are on lamppost. So for example, with the sign here, the road narrows on my left, so I can click on that because the arrow's telling me to get to the right. And my pens are running out. My pen's not clicking properly. There you go, 3 out of 5, really poor. But again, you got to average at least 3 on every clip. So based on that, I'm still on course to pass if I was doing the mock test for the hazard perception or the real test. Again, see why I've clicked late. Because technically, as soon as I saw him, I should have clicked, not waited. And there's my first click. For those of you that can see it, 1, 2, and there's my second click. So that's why I say do a 2-click method to cover yourself just in case you click too early. Right, let me just see if the chat is any comments on that. So let me just sort that out. Tell you what, let me come out of this one. That's better. Run my test last Saturday and I got score 40. 40, so you failed it. Sorry to hear that, Chantel. Again, just read the categories that you got the questions wrong in and go again. Was that all the 20 questions you made? Yes, all 20 questions was made up. As I say, it's just a bit of fun, just to get you guys thinking. Oh, well done to you, SDK. Well done. Congratulations. Okay, I'm glad that helps. What is CGI? CGI is the clips. I can't remember what it stands for, but basically they're like, not cartoon generated, they're generated clips rather than real life clips. This is CGI, so you can see how clear that is, as opposed to real life clips, if I can find it. All right, let me do a real life clip and I can show you what it looks like. But like I said, CGI clips is just a lot clearer. That's all it is. And remember, when you go for the real test, you're doing it on a bigger screen, because most of you do the the mock test has perception on your phones or your tablets. You're doing it on a bigger screen. In the real test, is slightly slower, so you've got more chance of seeing it. But I will train yourself to do 2 clicks, not see the problem, click. See the problem, click. Then go 1, 2, click again. But the CGI is just clearer clips, basically. How do we click about a mouse? If you're doing it on the tablet, or if you're doing it on the app, you tap the screen. So you literally, that's all I'm using is my Apple Pencil. Just tapping the screen, but my nib's gone. So you just tap on the screen. On the real test, you have got a mouse, but there's no cursor. You just sit back comfortably and you literally just go click, 1, 2, click, 1, 2, and it registers by the flag. If you watch me doing this, you'll see the flag come on the bottom. On a real test, it lets you know that you've clicked by the flag at the bottom. So hopefully that makes sense. Right, so let me do another one that I've not seen, this one. Let me get the screen back up. Right, there's stuff going on. 1, 2, click again. I've probably got a 0 on that one because it's not clicking. I'm going to use my finger on this. So again, mini slowing down, so I'm going to slow down. So again, what you want to be doing when you're doing this is look beyond the mini. There's another car flashing his lights. So boom, click, 1, 2, click again. Person's crossing the road. Oh, that's a 0, no doubt, if that's a hazard. And there's not much going on there. Say 3 out of 5. Again, on average, if that was me, I'm getting, if I was to average 3 across every clip, I would get about 44, which is a scrape, but still a pass. Let me just show you straight away. I think it was the guy running the road mode. Again, I didn't tap the right place. There you go. So let me just go back. So all these other ones technically are red herrings. You just don't know which one is the problem. And that's why you got to keep clicking, but don't go crazy with the red flags. Because if you click too many times, you're going to get a 0. It will say you clicked in an unacceptable manner. It'll just give you a red X at the end of the video. Again, let me just catch up with the chat to make sure you guys are understanding this. That's the one I'm looking for. Thank you, Brandon. Computer generated images. It's very clear now. I understand the hazard perception better. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Right. Angel, hopefully that sorts you out for tomorrow. Kester, what's your email address? My email address is info at the channel name drivingtheoryuk.com. So it's info at drivingtheoryuk.com. Right, I'm going to do one more. And hopefully, let's do a CGI because that's what you guys were doing on the real test. Let's see if there's one that's not got stars. Let's do this one. Let me use my finger so I'll get a decent score. So you're scanning the road ahead. So where you should be looking is where the red lorry is. That's how far you want to be looking ahead for any problems. Don't see anything going on here. But always stay switched on. And there's nothing happening. Oh, crossroads. So there you go, lorry, boom. 1, 2. There's the second one. I'm actually going to go for a third one because I think I left it too late. And you can see me shifting lanes. So that'd be definitely a mirror check. There you go, 4 out of 5. So let me just review it back. And what you need to look for as well, let me stress on this. Because again, some of you guys don't do this. Look for, that's what I'm saying. When you're driving in real life, for those of you taking driving lessons, you should be looking from pavement to pavement when you're driving, scanning. Because road signs are on post, which is on the pavements. When you guys are driving and watching the videos, your tunnel vision, you just keep looking straight. That's not going to help you drive safely. Now, what some of you probably didn't see, because I said there's nothing going on, but watch this. Oh, I don't know if I passed it. Hold on 1 second. I think I've passed it. Let me just let it play out first. So if you look to the left, it's circled. It's telling me a crossroads coming up, which means there's a potential problem for cars to shoot across. In this case, it was the lorry. So the sign gave me the clue. That's why I clicked. Late, but clicked. And that's why I suggest when you're watching the video, don't just watch it. Let me show you again. Don't just watch the video like that. You need to be watching from side to side to pick up road signs or road markings because they give you clues, i.e. golden nuggets, so you know when to click. So hopefully that made sense. And again, let's just go back to this so you can see how it played out. I think I went for a third one just to make sure. So hopefully that made sense with you guys. Let me go back to the chat and see if there's any questions. Daily inspiration, I'm glad it was. Yes, fingers crossed for you tomorrow. Hopefully it goes really well. In the new year, come back and let me know how you got on. Ken, I've just gave you a demonstration there. If you just joined and you missed it, rewind this back when YouTube's done it. I think I've done 3 demonstrations, maybe 4. And I've got other videos on the channel as well. Right. Thank you very much, Comfort. So hopefully that has helped you guys out with the hazard perception. So that's the last one for the year. I should be back in the new year on the 15th, probably January. So I will repeat, if you guys are looking to be coached, don't mind being filmed, send me an email. Give me some background information, whether you've taken it before, whether you've studied, what you're struggling with, whatever it happens to be. And I will give you a range of mutual time for you so you could be filmed, and it's ongoing until you pass the test. Sorry, let me just deal with this. Hold on 1 second. Why does all CGI videos have different and diverse speed limits before the video starts playing? No, you don't. All you need to know is spot the hazards. It's as simple as that. Just spot the hazards. You don't worry about the start of the video. Just worry about what's going on in the video once it started. So yeah, as I was saying, so if you want to be coached, don't mind being filmed, send me an email, info@drivingferry.uk. There's Discord, you can join that, post your screenshots of any questions that you are struggling with. There's guys in there that will help you out. I'm in there from time to time as well. Outside of that, I want to wish you guys a very happy Christmas and a happy new year. And I want to thank you guys all again for your support throughout the year. It's made me achieve lots of stuff, especially for the new year with the course coming and everything else. So enjoy your Christmas with your families. Be safe. Most importantly, for those who got a theory test, I wish you the best of luck with that. And I should catch you in 2024. So take care.